Hello friends and enemies, I'm here with my iced coffee, ready for a July reset. It is hot, hot, hot here. You know, it's hot, hot, hot everywhere else in the US right now at least. And all my friends in the southern hemisphere, I'm jealous because I would much rather be in a hoodie right now than this. I'm just saying. Sad girl summer is a thing in my life and I'm trying to beat it, but we'll see. So I picked up some coffee on my way home today because I didn't have any this morning, so I'm feeling it. So hopefully the caffeine in this hits a little bit during this video and I feel myself spike. We'll see. We'll see if that works. But it is July reset time. If you're new here, this is where I talk about everything I'm planning to try and read and priorities and things happening in the month of July. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. I'll give you my Read What You Want update. The numbers should be pretty accurate because I've entered in everything else I'm reading for the month that counts towards Read What You Own. So that's really exciting. I've got a new strategy for my manga and what I want to do each month for reading it. Inspired by Shay over at Shay Geeks Out, actually. Of course, my pal, one of my goodest friends. Yeah, so let's dive right into all this. Okay, so first up, let's talk about lives, podcasts, read-alongs, anything else I have going on in the month of July. So there is the Moss Effect read-along that I have not kept up with and I'm super behind on, so I'm hoping in July to catch up and be able to join the lives again. I feel terrible. I was like, I could totally do this, and then life just dives straight down. And it was terrible. It has been terrible. It has been a time. If you've been here for any length of time, you know it's been a time lately for me. So fingers crossed I can catch up in July. We'll see though. The only other commitment I have in July is I will be reading Curvy Girl Summer with my members. I'm very excited for this. I did a little like last minute poll because what is time? What is life? All the things, right? So we will be reading Curvy Girl Summer, so they'll get a vlog for that, and I'm really excited for it because this is one that's been high on my anticipated list, so I'm pumped to see what I think of it, and it leans into something we'll talk about in a minute. So then let's dive into my Read What You Own. Because of the amazing readathon, I have cleared so many books off of my TBR. I am extremely close to being down to 3 instead of 4 TBR shelves. That is a win. I am so excited for that, and I'm hoping I will not keep pace with what I read in June by any means, but it's giving me some things to like add into my routines of reading to help me get through some stuff more. So yeah, I reduced by 39 books. I acquired 12-ish new books. I'm not sure how like fully accurate this is. I'll probably go in and audit it next month because I know that I missed things, so I'll just apply all of that to July. And it'll even out accordingly because I was reading so much that it was very, very hard to keep up. It'll also be nice because all my wrap-ups are going to be long this month. For June, I will have a pretty long manga log. I will have a pretty long highs and lows. And yeah, there's a lot of stats, a lot of info to be had when it comes to this. Next up, let's talk about the 3 arcs I have coming out in July that are high priority because, in case you didn't see, I did a NetGalley check-in in June and it's shameful. I'm embarrassed, and that is part of why we're going to talk about in a minute what I'm doing this month. So for arcs, I have The Next Best Fling, which I should be reading this with my group of friends here pretty soon. All of us got arcs of it. We're going to do a little group buddy read. I'm very excited. This is she has a crush on the brother who has a fiance, and his brother has a crush on the fiance, and the two of them end up together, like the two people with the crushes. It's a lot of shape happening here. A lot of crossover. It's supposed to be really, really steamy. I love this cover. I'm obsessed with this cover, to be honest with you. So I'm very excited. I also have Do Me a Favor by Kathy Yardley. We did a group buddy read of this and I did not finish it. And I just kind of shelved it for later. It didn't grab me like I hoped it would and like other Kathy Yardleys have. But I just think I wasn't in the place for as slow burn up as it is. And then last but not least, we have Cross the Line, which I'm very excited for. I've read like 20% of this, so I just need to go back to it. It's just not fit any prompts really yet, so we'll see. I might return to it before the end of June, but I doubt it. If not, it is a July read. Okay, let's talk about July and what is going on. So if you follow her, I don't know if you know her or not. You may not. If you don't, you should definitely go check her out. Margaret over at The Word Nerd did a challenge called the Mid-Year Scramble. And I really, really like this. So the Mid-Year Scramble is kind of a choose your own focus on reading thing for July, but also she has guidelines and structure if you need it, like There is a flow chart to like take you through picking different books. There is the flexibility to kind of do what you want to do also, and there is definitely a lot of options for how you want to do it. So I'm adapting it, and I'm taking this idea and I'm using it for my potentials in the month of July, because I need to work on this. So my mid-year scramble focus is going to be arcs. I'm going to read a lot of arcs, whether that is my Libro FM arcs, my Neck Alley arcs, which is the priority, Edelweiss arcs, or arcs I've gotten elsewhere that are on the Google Play Store or the Penguin Random House audio app. Any of those things I can read from, and voila, I will have read arcs. That is the goal. So some things I will be doing is, one, I'm filming a vlog. You can go vote. I'll leave the form down there for how many books I should read for it. And that'll come out at the beginning of August, probably during Steamylit time, I'm thinking, because I have to pre-film content. So I've had y'all submit how many books I should read for the vlog, and then also a number between like 1 and 111 to pick my arc. So I'm kind of going through and shuffling my arcs back and forth between oldest and newest to pick each time, so that I will be working on the oldest and my newest arcs depending on the numbers you select. So there's that. So yeah, I will be reading a lot of arcs in July. That is the goal. That is the plan. The other thing I want to do is I really want to do Jenkins July. If you're unfamiliar, this is kind of, it used to go around on Twitter some. I don't know if it's gone around on Instagram or not, but Jenkins July is basically reading Beverly Jenkins books in July. And I have quite a few in her historicals that I have not read, and that's what I want to focus on reading, which means I'll probably either read like Indigo and some of her standalones, or I might go through the Levesque family. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided where I'm going to prioritize. All I know is I will be picking up minimum 2 to 3, if not 4, Beverly Jenkins books in July, because I just feel like that will be a fantastic way to spend July, a fantastic thing to do. I also will be kind of skimming through the Steamylit list here and picking authors. I like to read right before the event because of how many authors come and go on the list. So I feel like if I read pretty close to the event, I'm generally pretty set on who's attending. So if you have a Steamylit author you think I should prioritize, put them in the comments, because I will do that. Like, I'm happy to. And that list is like so big. I'm not going to read one from everyone, but I can definitely get quite a few in. Okay. And then last but not least is the manga situation for July. Now, I need to note, Shay has a much bigger crate. I am not going to do a giant crate because I also want to be able to mood read my shelves a little bit, but we have a crate. This is just like this is a dollar spot from Target crate, okay? In lime green, of course. But this is going to hold all my manga. So I'm going to show you me picking out manga for the crate, and then I'll come back and talk to you about what I picked. Here we are. We have our priority crate first round. I think this will help me kind of, one, take my manga downstairs to read, but to see progress, because as I see myself empty the crate, I'm going to feel really good. Like really, really good. I'm going to set this down on the ground and then I'll pull things out and tell you about them, because I realized I can't really hold this and hold books. I'm not that coordinated. I wish I was, but I'm not. So I reread volume 1 during the readathon of this series, and that is Beauty and the Beast of Paradise Lost, since this is a retelling mashup situation. I have volumes 2, oh god, I'm gonna literally about to drop like 3, 4, and 5 to read of this, and then I'll be done with the series and caught up. I previously had meant to read this during 30 and 30 or something, and I'd read volume 1, but it's been like over a year now, so I was like, I'll reread volume 1 and then finish the series in July. So I'm really excited for this. I really like the art in this series, so I'll be curious if I like it finished or not, because if I don't, it's going in the trade-in pile. Surprising no one. It should surprise no one that if I don't like it, I'm putting it immediately into my trades pile. Next up, I have another 3-volume set, so I have my Dragon Knights Beloved volumes 4, 5, and 6 to read. I love this series. It's so cute. This is about a girl who knew this knight who is a dragon knight and has been able to kind of care for the dragons her whole life, which is not a very common thing. and it's their romance. It's very cute. It's very sweet. It has a bit of an adventure element here, some very fun stuff. We have like this little baby dragon that was recently born, and there's reasons behind like why it's important and all this stuff, and I'm honestly really loving this series, so I would love to be caught up. And I don't know if more have come out. I'm limiting myself these days to no more than 3 from a series on my shelf. I mean, as you know, I have way too many books on my TBR shelves for manga, so we've got to start limiting it. And I'd only, although Grumps did say like we could move your couch and put more shelves in, and I was like, don't tempt me. But anyways, for now we are limiting ourselves to 3 of a series to be backlogged on, so this is a great time to pick it up. Like I said, I just read volume 3 this month, so I feel like I would have a good time with the next 3. Next, I have My Secret Affections, volumes 1 and 2, and I think that's complete for this series. It has to be. This is pretty big. So this is a book about a meteor crashing to Earth and heterosexuality disappeared, life changed drastically, the world embraced same-sex relationships, and this girl has romantic feelings for her childhood friend. So I'm really curious to see how this plays out. It seems like an interesting setup. I really like the covers also. They're really cute. So fingers crossed, I love it. And then I also have, if I don't read it in June, I could still, I mean, we have a couple days left, but The Great Snake's Bride, volume 2, I really want to read. I loved volume 1. I really like the mix of horror and romance happening here. I'm really curious to see how it plays out. I need to read volume 2 because I think volume 3 might be out. I'm not positive. Don't quote me on that. But if it's not out, it's probably coming out soon, and I would rather be ready to read it than not. Next, we have a beloved series that I'm slowly catching back up on because I don't want to be caught up, but I feel like it's ending and I just need, I'm gonna have to. So we have Yona of the Dawn. I have volumes 39, 40, and 41 to read, and I'm really, really excited for all of these. I honestly am surprised that I've waited as long as I have, but also I think once I started to build up like a little bit of a stack, it's not been the hardest thing to wait. But I read 38 and 39, 38? No, 37 and 38 this month, and I am anxious to read the next 3 now. And then a vlog that you're gonna get, I think, like a little mini vlog project, is going to be Something's Wrong With Us. I have volumes 13 through 16 to read of the main story. So I would like to finish this month. I think this is just one of those books that I think I would benefit by marathoning the end of it. So I'm hoping to read these in July, all 4 of them, and do a vlog where I read them all and finish them for you. But also, I have the side stories slash bonuses. I don't know really what's going on here, but we got 19 volumes total. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we have 3 other little volumes that came out as well, and these are just like bonus stories, so I want to also read these. So 7 volumes will be in that vlog. But yeah, I'm really excited to finish Something's Wrong With Us and see how it wraps up, because this has definitely been one of my favorite romantic suspense thriller-y romances that I've read to date. It does it so well, like so well. So yeah, that would have me reading about 20 volumes this month, which I feel like is pretty good for me. Most months lately I've only been getting like 10 in, so I would like to see like 20-ish a month, because that would help me keep up with what I have on these shelves. So yeah, that's where we're at on my manga priorities for the month. I hope you guys kind of like that format of me filling this little crate up for you. I think that's it for this month though. That's it. Like, I think that's it for my wrap up. So if you listened and hung out this far, you can leave me a cherry blossom emoji. We'll do that. And if you don't want to do that, let me know what you're prioritizing in July. I would love to hear about it. I want to know. And if you didn't watch it or you want to, that form will be down there below for you to fill out around my arcs to help me pick out how many to read and what books to prioritize. So feel free to do that if you haven't already. And I will have links to everything I talked about for you down there, links to my friend anywhere on the internet. And I will see y'all in just a few days. Bye.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is what we